Be called order. Madam Clerk, please call the roll.
Councilwoman Perkins Augustine. Councilman Questa.
Here.
Councilman Grover.
Here.
Councilman Torres.
Here.
Councilman Gonzalez.
Here.
Councilman Keenan. Councilman Sedano.
Here.
Councilman Mazza.
Here.
President Ball.
9-member president, Madam Clerk. This is a regular meeting of the City Council as incorporated in the annual meeting notice of 2013, which were filed in the City Clerk's office and posted on the bulletin boards of December 27, 2012. As set to the Star Ledger, and home news should be in compliance with the provision of the Open Public Meeting Law of New Jersey. At this time, will we all stand with prayer as a lead by Councilman Gonzalez.
Almighty God, as we legislate for our community, may a strong sense of justice and fair play permeate all we do. Above all, may we seek out your holy will. Give us the strength to follow it, regardless of all human considerations. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
At this time, we have public speaking. Before we get to public speaking, if anyone come up, I'll address it again like I did last week. It will continue for the remainder of the year. If you're going to come up and address City Council on any matter, I would urge you to refrain from calling the council name. You can address them at council from the 1st Ward, 2nd Ward, 3rd, 4th, 5th, or councilwoman at large, or councilman at large, or Mr. President. I ask you to give us respect like we give everyone here in this city and throughout this country. Respect, so that's all we're asking for. And I remain. If you get out of order, I will strike the gavel that you're out of order and ask you to revene from that. And if you just so happen to wish not to cooperate, I will ask you to remove yourself. And if you continue, I will ask the police department, please escort you out of the chamber. At this time, public speaking, anyone in resident or taxpayer like the City Council on any matter, you may do so at this time. Please state the name and address for the record.
Good evening.
Good evening.
On behalf of Elizabeth Ellis, I'd like to thank our council people who helped us with the peace rally this Sunday about a beautiful event, and the community highly appreciates what Councilman Grover, Auguste, and Sedano, what you did. And it's recognized, and we thank you for recognizing our work. What our intention is when we go about the city as young people to stop the violence. We really appreciate your support, and with your support, we're going to continue throughout the city this summer. Thank you very much.
You're welcome.
Thank you. Anyone else in the resident or taxpayer like the City Council, please step forward.
Good evening.
Good evening.
Hi, Best, 523 Court Street, Elizabeth. I'd like to thank everyone that participated in the peace rally cookout for Oval Plaza, Ms. Perkins, Councilman Manny Over. I'm sorry. After y'all left, the people came to me and said, that was a nice day. They ain't really had nobody to come out like that. The only one used to always come out is Ms. Perkins and Carlos. And for you to come, put your hands in it and help us feed, cook, and do things that show a lot of respect that you have for your children and for this movement that we are to go around the city of Elizabeth to stop all this violence everywhere. And I would like to ask for your permission, because that's your ward, would it be all right if we once said when the LOC would come downtown and show the same support that we had at Opal Plaza and have a cookout for them?
That's his one.
I'm going to direct that, Mr. Best, as of January 1st, actually February, Councilman Carlos Torres is now the councilman for the First Ward. I've been an at-large councilman, so I can help, but I do the whole city. So if you can ask permission, you can ask it.
Congressman Omar?
I don't have a problem. We can talk about the details after the meeting.
All right,
I'll give you my comment.
all right. Good night. Thank y'all.
Thank you. Anyone else? Any resident, taxpayer, electricity, council matter? Please step forward, state your name and address for the record. Once again, any resident, taxpayer, electricity, council matter? Seeing none, public hearing.
Ordinance number 4366, authorize the establishment of a one-year moratorium for the issuance of summonses and enforcement of certain provisions of Chapter 10.28.40 and Chapter 10.28.50 of the Code of the City of Elizabeth relating to no parking 8 a.m. to 4 p.m. during school hours on Ripley Place and 3rd Street.
You heard the reading of order number 4366. Anyone from the public like to address order number 4366? Seeing none, motion reading.
Ordinance number 4367, authorize the establishment of a personalized handicap parking space for Olga I. Bracino, 848 Martin Street.
You heard the reading of order number 4367. Anyone from the public like to address order number 4367? Seeing none, motion reading. With the consent of my colleague, I will respect the reading of the petition and communication reports of city officer and move on to orders of first reading.
Ordinance number 4368, authorize an amendment to Chapter 10.8.10 of the Code of the City of Elizabeth entitled Stop Intersections Designated, specifically to add a multi-way stop at the intersection of McGee Avenue and Springfield Road with advanced warning signals in each direction.
You heard the reading of order number 4368. What is your pleasure? Move and second. Any comments?
This has to be correction. It's .20, not 10.
0.20, excuse me? Okay. Should be 0.20 according to the attorney. You might make that correction. I think it's 10 point.
Yes. 10.08.020.
Roll call. Roll call with the necessary correction.
Councilwoman Perkins Dusting. Aye. Councilman Questa.
Aye.
Councilman Grover.
Aye.
Councilman Torres.
Aye.
Councilman Gonzalez.
Aye.
Councilman Keenan.
Aye.
Councilman Cedeno.
Aye.
Councilman Mazza.
Aye.
President Ball.
Aye. Aye, ayes. One yes.
Ordinance number 4369, amend Chapter 10.36.20 of the Code of the City of Elizabeth entitled Designation of Meter Zones and Hours of Parking, specifically to amend locations and hours.
You have to read order number 4369. What is your pleasure?
Move the ordinance for a vote, Mr. President.
Move and second. Comments?
Mr. President,
Yes, Council President.
I don't know whether it's appropriate right now to make some comments before we even vote at this particular ordinance, like the directors of the council meeting. I know there were a couple of gentlemen that spoke before and congratulated certain councilmen for appearing at an event. Well, I also I had a commitment among young people. During my vacation time, I went to be a chaperone of my Elizabeth High School Key Club. We went to a Key Club convention in Long Branch, New Jersey, and I was actually serving 22 students, staying up early in the morning, get up early in the morning and direct all those young people. I also sent an email to the Motor League. They were having a parade, if I'm not mistaken. I said, I'm sorry, I cannot be there, but apparently, whatever invitation some of the councilmen received, I don't know whether it was in our package, but I don't recall. But if I would have been invited, I would have sent the same regrets, also previous commitment. Thank you, Mr. President.
Okay, thank you, Councilman. Roll call.
Councilwoman Perkins Dusting.
Aye.
Councilman Questa.
Aye.
Councilman Grover.
Aye.
Councilman Torres. Councilman Gonzalez.
Aye.
Councilman Keenan. Councilman Sedano.
Aye.
Councilman Mazza.
Aye.
President Gomes.
Aye, nine ayes, one passing first reading. Public hearing for the consideration of the foregoing ordinance shall take place at the city council meeting to be held Tuesday, April 23rd, 2013 at 7:30 p.m. Ordinance on final passes.
Ordinance number 4366, authorize the establishment of a one-year moratorium for the issuance of summonses and enforcement of certain provisions of Chapter 10.28.40 and Chapter 10.2850 of the Code of the City of Elizabeth relating to no parking 8 a.m. to 4 p.m. during school hours on Ripley Place and 3rd Street.
You heard the reading of order number 4366. What is your pleasure?
Move the ordinance for a vote, Mr. President.
Moved and seconded. Any comments?
Yes, Mr. President.
And Councilman Questa.
Mr. President, I just want to be absolutely sure that no one will get a ticket tomorrow morning. I mean, it didn't happen last Wednesday, and I understand we only had reading on first, ordinance on first reading, but now that this is going to become final, I just want to be sure that whatever department, public works, is responsible for covering the signs or taking them down or whatever, that it actually happens, because otherwise Councilman Torres and myself will continue to get phone calls, and rightfully so, from the individuals who work in that particular building on Ripley. So I'm making the comment so that the city clerk can follow through with this tomorrow morning, because I tried to convince him last week, and it didn't happen. People continued to get tickets, even though everybody knew what our intentions were. So I just wanted the clerk to please ensure that tomorrow, Public Works Department and the police department are notified.
Councilman, what I will do, I'll reach out to Lieutenant Marcus and make sure that they kind of curtail this to this, to get this necessary sign, and I hope that we can stop this. Okay?
Thank you. Thank you, Mr. President.
Any other comments?
Mr. President,
Yes, Councilman Torres.
effective immediately, like, right, once we vote on it? Okay.
Any other comments?
If you make a amendment to it to make it effective immediately, or else it's 20 days after passage.
So you make the motion, I'll second it.
Motion made by Councilman Torres to make this effective immediately, second by Councilman Grover. Roll call on that amendment, please.
Okay, but she does roll call. I go aye.
Councilwoman Perkins Dusting.
Aye.
Councilman Questa.
Aye.
Councilman Grover.
Aye.
Councilman Torres. Councilman Gonzalez.
Aye.
Councilman Keenan. Councilman Sedano.
Aye.
Councilman Mazza.
Aye.
President Gomes.
Aye, nine ayes. Ordinance passed on final passage.
Now, that's the motion.
I mean, the motion, sorry. Now motion on the ordinance. I need a motion for.
No, there was some unreadiness, there was some conversation.
That's what you mean.
Okay.
Amendment.
Okay.
I need a motion on the ordinance.
Did you read the ordinance? Oh, I'm sorry. Okay. Move the ordinance for a vote, Mr. President, I'm sorry.
Move this second. Roll call.
Councilwoman Perkins Dusting.
Aye.
Councilman Questa.
Aye.
Councilman Grover.
Aye.
Councilman Torres.
Aye.
Councilman Gonzalez.
Aye.
Councilman Keenan.
Aye.
Councilman Sedano.
Aye.
Councilman Mazza.
Aye.
President Gomes.
Aye, nine ayes passed on the ordinance.
Ordinance number 4367, authorize the establishment of a personalized handicap parking space for Olga I. Corsino, 848 Martin Street.
You heard the reading of order number 4367. What is your pleasure?
Move the ordinance for a vote, Mr. President.
Moved and seconded. Any comments? Roll call.
Councilwoman Perkins Dusting.
Aye.
Councilman Questa.
Aye.
Councilman Grover.
Aye.
Councilman Torres.
Aye.
Councilman Gonzalez.
Aye.
Councilman Keenan.
Aye.
Councilman Sedano.
Aye.
Councilman Mazza.
Aye.
President Gomes.
Aye, nine ayes. One pass on. New business.
Authorize a resolution providing for the issuance of refunding bonds in one or more series for the refunding of the city's 2005 general improvement bonds and 2004 ERI bonds, providing for the form, maturities, and other details of said bonds, authorizing a preliminary official statement and official statement providing for the sale of the refunding bonds, and approving and authorizing the execution and delivery by the city of a continuing disclosure certificate, a bond purchase agreement, and an escrow deposit agreement. In compliance with State Fiscal Year 2013 Appropriations Act, City Council is required to approve all payments related to accumulated uncompensated absence benefits. Authorize City Council to submit the completed best practices public meeting certification to the Department of Community Affairs that they have reviewed and discussed the 2013 State Fiscal Year Best Practices Inventory at a public meeting in compliance with State Fiscal Year 2013 Appropriation Act in order to receive 100% state aid. Authorize the award of a contract to Office Solutions, Inc., Warren, New Jersey, for the purchase of telecommunications equipment wired for various departments for the period March 12, 2013 through March 13, 2014, at a cost not to exceed $50,000. Authorize the award of a contract to First Independent Auto Repair Service, Roselle Park, transmission repair services for various departments for the period March 27, 2013 through March 31st, 2014, at a cost not to exceed $100,000.
You heard the reading of the resolution. What's your pleasure?
Move the resolutions for a vote, Mr. President.
Moved and seconded. Comments? Roll call.
Councilwoman Perkins Augustine.
Aye.
Councilman Questa.
Aye.
Councilman Grover.
Aye.
Councilman Torres.
Aye.
Councilman Gonzalez.
Aye.
Councilman Keenan.
Aye.
Councilman Cedeno.
Aye.
Councilman Mazza.
Aye.
President Gold.
Aye, 9 ayes. All resolution passes.
Authorize the award of a contract to Northeast Auto and Truck Parts, LLC, Bayonne, New Jersey, for the purchase of automotive parts and accessories for the Department of Public Works for the period March 25, 2013 through April 25, 2013, at a cost not to exceed $30,000. Authorize the award of a contract to T&M Associates, Middletown, New Jersey, to provide on-call traffic engineering services for the city at a cost not to exceed $50,000. Authorize the tax collector to cancel refund credit and overbilling of taxes on the property located at 315 325 First Street for tax year 2012 in the total amount of $6,458.06. Authorize proper city officials to enter into an agreement with the Jersey Gardens Mall Management, Glimcher Realty, for the purpose of collecting prom dresses for youth in need at the mall free of charge on April 13, 2013. Authorize Pasquale Vella, Recycling Coordinator, to endorse the submission of the recycling tonnage-ran application to the New Jersey Department of Environmental Protection. Establish handicap parking spaces in front of the premises located at 120 South Park Street and 150 South Park Street. Authorize settlement in the workers' compensation litigation matter of Blue Tack versus City of Elizabeth in the total amount of $21,500. Grant permission to Amber Court Assisted Living Elizabeth to plant a Japanese red maple tree in Winfield Scott Park in celebration of Arbor Day. Declare April 2nd, 2013 as World Autism Awareness Day. Adopt a resolution in recognition of National Crime Victims' Rights Week during April 21st to 27th, 2013, and as a show of their support, join victims of crime in Jackson Park on April 21st, 2013 between 1:30 p.m. and 3:30 p.m. Grant permission to place Vanity Street signs in remembrance of Catherine Rousseau Santillan on Anna Street, Monroe Avenue, Madison Avenue, and the playground in Jefferson Park. Permit the Haitian Day Planning Committee of New Jersey, Inc., Elizabeth, to conduct their flag-raising ceremony in front of City Hall on Friday, May 17, 2013 at 4 p.m. Pay utility bills.
You have the reading of the resolution. What is your pleasure?
Move the resolutions for a vote, Mr. President.
Moved and seconded. Comments? Roll call.
Councilwoman Perkins Augustine.
Aye.
Councilman Questa.
Aye.
Councilman Grover.
Aye.
Councilman Torres.
Aye.
Councilman Gonzalez.
Aye.
Councilman Keenan. Councilman Cedeno.
Aye.
Councilman Mazza. Coleman.
Aye, 9 ayes, all resolution passed. Commendation? No commendation? Oh, I'm sorry, I'm sorry. This one, sorry. This is Maddie Gibson, just celebrated her 106th birthday. And anytime you can celebrate 106 years of age, is a blessing.
Very nice.
So we wish her well and congratulate her and the entire family.
That's awesome.
Memorial, Kathleen L. Shellcross and Paturco Augusta. Any other memorial? May we all stand for memorial, please? Also, John.